A Fond du Lac caretaker pleaded not guilty to child abuse charges. As we've reported, Fond du Lac police began their investigation into 32-year-old Ashley Karshnick in October after a 3-month-old baby from Lily Pad Daycare was hospitalized with a broken arm. Officers say security video shows Karshnick becoming frustrated, slamming the baby into a crib, causing the infant to scream. Karshnick allegedly noticed the baby's arm was not moving properly while trying to swaddle it. In Fond du Lac County Court today, the judge found probable cause. The case now heading toward a trial. She is scheduled to be back in court in April.